Hello everybody and welcome back to another 1-minute homebrew review. Today we're going to be looking at the Path of the Warmaster, a Barbarian path made by SelfishEnd on Reddit. Links to the Reddit thread and the PDF in the description. Without further ado, let's get this thing started. First off, at level 3 we're going to get Aura of Strength. Whenever you're raging, you can use a bonus action to give half of your rage bonus to your allies within 15 feet. I think this is a really cool ability, however I do think it needs a little bit reworded. It should include a clause saying how it rounds down, similar to a Bard's Jack of all Trades ability. Otherwise, super cool, great. Next up is Warrior's Tongue, also at 3rd level. You advantage on charisma checks and saving throw that require speech. I don't quite love this ability as much. Checks and throws that require speech can be iffy, maybe sometimes up to DM discretion. Personally, I think this would be cooler if it was to give you proficiency in Persuasion or Intimidation. I'd say maybe make it a choice between the two of them here. Or Expertise if you already have Proficiency. As for the thing about the saves, I'm going to get to that in just a second. Moving on to level 6, you get a Fighting Style. While nobody's going to turn a blind eye to a Fighting Style, I don't know if that's quite the direction a Barbarian should head in. Barbarians don't have Fighting Styles by default, and I think it should honestly stay that way. I think you should leave that to the Fighters, Paladins, and Rangers, and leave the Barbarian to the untrained fighting styles that they're oh so known for. Also, at level 6, most Barbarians get an out-of-combat or utility ability, more so than just straight damage increase. Especially from this class, which is supposed to be a very much more supporty Barbarian. I'd say this is where you should have that aura from level 3. Make it so when you're raging, your allies have advantage on charisma saves while you're within 30 feet of them. I think that'd be really cool. Level 10, Thunderous Warcry. You can let out a Warcry to inspire allies and frighten enemies. I think this is really cool, however, 2 nitpicks. 1, it doesn't actually say what kind of action it takes to activate it. I imagine it's an action, but I don't know. Also, it doesn't say how long it actually inspires your allies. The fear lasts until the start of your next turn, so I assume that the ally buff does as well, but I think that should be specified. Other than those 2 small things, I think this is a great ability. Lastly, Fearsome Build. When you're raging, and an enemy within 15 feet of you makes an attack roll or saving throw, you can use your reaction to subtract a d6. This seems very similar to the Cutting Words ability of the College of Lore Bard, though of course, much shorter range. I think this is a fantastic ability, though my only nitpick is that I think it should be worded slightly differently. I think you should mention that it's a reaction before saying that you roll the d6. Otherwise, fantastic. That was a really quick review. I really like this path, though, again, I had a few nitpicks. I think with a few changes, it could be a really solid support Barbarian that would make a place in any DM's game. Thanks again to SelfishEnd for making this subclass. And thank you all for watching, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.